This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 19th of December. I'm Michael Groff. Clouds on the increase. It's a sign of things to come. A major weather pattern change is coming our way by later this week. In the meantime, we do have a small chance of seeing a shower tonight or tomorrow. That doesn't really amount to a whole lot. The big event, late Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. There's still some questions as to where, when, and how much precipitation there will be. But what you guys also want to know about is not only that, but what about that forecast for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Well, we'll get into all of that and everything else as we dive on in. First, let's check that almanac from yesterday. 75 degrees the afternoon high, 54 the morning low. Averages sitting at 65 and 45, so we've been above normal. Looking outside right now here at 8 a.m., we've got some clouds out there, mostly cloudy sky right now. In fact, 59 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point 30, humidity 33%. It's a calm wind, and the barometer is steady. Let's check the upper air weather pattern across the nation. And actually, ridging still exists here across the west, the southwest. You wouldn't know it because the clouds are coming on in. Deeper low pressure sits to the west of us with southwesterly flow coming in. That's bringing in that moisture. And an initial little wave is going to rotate in here later tonight and tomorrow. That'll give us a small chance at seeing some showers, but the air mass is still fairly dry out there right now, at least down here at the surface, the lower third, the subcloud layer of the atmosphere. The watch warning map, pretty quiet across the country as of this moment. Convective outlook is also quiet, no organized severe weather. There could be some thunder around Eureka, San Francisco, Oakland, California. And here's a look at the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix anywhere from an inch to maybe as much as an inch and a half. And higher terrain areas could see even more than that. And what we always tell you when we show you these kinds of graphics in a weather pattern like this is that your amount will vary. And I would not be surprised to see a couple of spots pick up even more than what's shown here because it's an interesting weather pattern, one that we will talk about in more detail right now as we take a look at the models, see what the future may hold. Here we go. This is the GFS. It is the 06Z run, valid 5 o'clock this afternoon. Ridging is moving off to the east, low pressure developing to the west of us, a southwesterly flow here. So what it all means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, partly sunny sky. A lot of clouds out there, but we will see at least a little bit of sun poking through too. Not quite as warm as we have seen over the recent several days, but highs this afternoon, I'd still say we'll probably get to the mid-70s, maybe upper 70s in some of the warmest desert spots. Now for tonight, there is a small chance we could see a shower coming in here overnight. Not great, but a little wave is coming on through. There's enough moisture around for at least a stray shower, so we can't rule that out. But with lots of clouds around, mostly cloudy sky, overnight lows should generally be in the 50s for us. And then tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning. Again, mostly light showers. They'll be kind of hit and miss. But otherwise, the day looks partly sunny with high temperatures still managing to get into the mid-70s despite the clouds. Let's go to Thursday. That area of low pressure is getting closer to us. It's very slowly moving our way. And we'll call it partly sunny. Could there be a shower on Thursday? Maybe, but I think the majority of the day here in Phoenix should stay dry, but by the evening, showers will be on the increase across the state. They'll become likely by late Thursday night, early Friday. That's going to set the stage for the day on Friday. I think a pretty wet one for us, actually. We should see periods of rain. Rain should be widespread. Now, I don't know if it'll rain all day, but it's a possibility. At least most of the day is wet. Could be just a full-on washout. As this initial rain band comes in, we could also see some isolated thunderstorms too. So we're going to watch for that. Nothing severe, but a rumble of thunder or two, and any thunderstorms that do develop would have the capability of enhancing rainfall. So we could see a little bit of heavy rain, and rain amounts on Friday could be up to 3/4 of an inch, maybe even 1 inch in a couple of spots. The possibility of some local flooding exists too. We'll see if the National Weather Service decides to issue a flood watch at some point. But at this point, widespread flooding probably not going to be a situation to worry about. But it's a situation that we will continue to monitor. Friday night, rain continues to be likely, and same thing on Saturday. Now, instead of more of a stratified rain, I'd say Saturday is more of a showery kind of day with cooler air aloft, kind of an instability-driven type setup. But still, showers will be likely through the day, off and on. Mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures will be down. We'll go from the 70s for highs through the week. By Friday and certainly Saturday, say high temperatures probably stay in the 60s, low to mid 60s through the day. Now, what you guys really want to know about is how about Christmas Eve? Well, a follow-up wave comes through Saturday, and that's going to help to keep those chances of showers and storms going Saturday, at least isolated thunderstorms, Saturday night into early Sunday. Can't rule out a stray shower even into the afternoon on Christmas Eve. I would not call it a washout if you have outdoor activities planned for later on Christmas Eve. I wouldn't cancel them, but just maybe keep the umbrella handy. High temperatures on Sunday should be cooler too. I'd say upper 50s to low 60s. So, and then for Christmas Day, now this should be where most of the moisture moves on out of here. We'll call it partly sunny, but a little coolish. High temperatures right around 60, which is not terribly out of line for where we ought to be, 4 or 5 degrees below average, but still a cool day, but partly sunny. Then a week from today, this is Monday, the 26th, day after Christmas, Boxing Day. Troughing off to the east of us, a shortwave ridge will try to build in at some point. Now, we've seen several different solutions out here as to how things play out. There's been some that show continued waves coming on through for more unsettled weather for much of next week. Others show a ridge eventually building in for drier conditions. At this point, we'll lean toward a slightly drier solution and temperatures warming back up into the mid, maybe upper 60s at some point. Going out 10 days, this is Thursday, the 28th. Again, that's a fairly dry look for us with ridging building back in, or at least trying to build in. Another pretty impressive low out there over the Northeast Pacific, and how that plays out remains to be seen. Right, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix. This comes off of the GFS Ensemble, and now this is going to go all the way out to the 2nd of January. And again, the mean up there over 3/4 of an inch. The European Ensemble continues to be wetter, more aggressive with precipitation, with the Ensemble mean just under 2 inches over the next couple of weeks. And you've got individual members here that are up over 3 and 3.5 inches. Quite a clustering of models here. There's probably about a third of the Ensemble members that are extremely wet over the next couple of weeks and really show this upcoming low to be very bullish. So we'll see. And then temperatures off the national blend of models. Temps above average for today, tomorrow, Thursday, but a clear downtrend toward seasonal averages for the rest of the forecast period thereafter. Some of that, of course, includes the rain Friday, Saturday into Christmas Eve. And then next week, if it does turn out to be a bit drier, I still think temperatures would be closer to normal, if not maybe just a couple of degrees above average. No sign of a hard freeze or anything like that coming our way. No Arctic air masses yet, but we'll, of course, always keep our eyes peeled for that also. And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation, and the proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. So go ahead and check her out. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. And if you really like what we do here and you want to support us monetarily, well, then may I suggest clicking on that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. Make your monetary contributions like Chaser Jim and Mary F. did yesterday. Really, really appreciate that. It really helps to continue this channel, keep us going. And, we try to limit the number of advertisements on here, but, we also have to rely on your donations to keep the channel going and support us. And we really appreciate that. So thank you guys. And thanks to everyone else for future contributions as well. All right. Thanks again for everybody, for all that you guys do. And you guys be safe out there, of course. I want you to have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Tuesday.